And we are live. What is up, everyone? Actually, I think my microphone might be too loud. Test, test. No, we might be okay. Guys, so I'm testing out a bunch of new stuff on my setup, so I need all of your help because, like, literally everything's different. I'm using a different OS, so I was using Windows. That's what my personal computer usually is Windows. And I've always had this issue. I've not had it on multiple Windows computers where VMs just kind of suck. They don't run well, but on my work computer I have Ubuntu as my main OS, and all my VMs run beautifully. So that's the other thing. Like, I completely swapped distros, reinstalled everything. So I'm doing all of this right now from Ubuntu as my main OS. And in the past I had issues live streaming with Ubuntu, and then I went to Ubuntu at some point in time, then went back to Windows as a result. But here we are, all Ubuntu. The computer runs amazingly fast, especially compared to Windows. And I'm also testing out Restream. So usually I use this like ghetto OBS plugin that allows me to stream to multiple platforms. And I thought, you know, let me check out Restream because everybody uses it, first of all. But second, it makes managing the streams really easy. Like, I can actually see chat in all the platforms, and I think I can actually message. So I want to test this out, y'all. If I say, hello everyone from Restream. I have multiple like channel things here, but if I say it from this like Restream chat, I think it sends it to all of the platforms with the exception of LinkedIn. So when I complained about LinkedIn in the past, I now know it wasn't just me. LinkedIn just sucks for live streaming. Even Restream doesn't work very well for LinkedIn. So I'm able to stream on LinkedIn, but I can't chat on LinkedIn. But I think I can message all the other platforms at the same time. So that in and of itself is pretty dang cool. I just need to figure out how to change my name so it's not just Restream. Like, I want it to say Tyler in the thing, but I'll figure that out later. Let me scroll up chat, and now I can just scroll in one spot. So I want to say a special hello to all of you joining me live. Let me know in the chat, hey, if you're hanging out. We got Doc G Money, we got Neo Spring, we got Will Lopez, we got Patrick, we got Go Pro Slow Yo. Keep scrolling. We got Sec Fortress, the Mad Monk, Nidus, Euler, Fix It 42. What is up, y'all? So once again, guys, please let me know if anything sounds off or looks off. This is the first stream, and I was just gonna like do a test stream and do an AMA, but I was like, screw it. If I'm going on stream anyways, we might as well attempt the brand new machine on TryHackMe. We're gonna do it with a completely new VM. I don't have anything installed on this VM, so we are going to get everything installed, basically set up our VM as we go through this room. I'll have to reset up some of my main tools, but that might be fun for everybody to watch. But I think this stream, everything is going good, looks good. Awesome. Well, I'm glad. Hopefully I can just stay on Ubuntu on all my computers now and ditch Windows completely, because screw Windows. We are going to do the new machine from TryHackMe that released today. Let me jump out of here. I just got on the VPN to make sure that would work. I'll get it pulled up. I'm going to start the machine, and then we will start making the standalone video. Oh, some people have already rooted it. Sweet. So maybe if I get stuck, I can ping someone. Oh, wait. Maybe I don't want to do this. Is this a blue team thing? Let me just look at this machine first. Let's see what this machine is like. Do I get to hack it, or do I have to like... Oh. It's incident response. Guys, I suck at incident response. I don't want to do this machine. You were hired. What tool are we using? It's just SSH. Alright. I'm not going to do the new machine. Because I don't want to do instant response. Maybe we'll do one of the rooms. I'm trying to go through the advanced client-side attacks. You can try, man. All right, you know what? I'll try it. This is more of a test stream anyways. I'll try it. We'll see how it goes. Also, if you guys have questions as we go, feel free to drop your questions. I can actually see all the questions at once now, which is amazing. I don't have to scroll through, so I shouldn't miss any questions. Mitzel said the time difference is unfair. What time is it where you're at, my friend? Have I done Holo or Holo? So, Doc G Money, I was actually doing a series on Holo. I did an entire first stream where I went through a bunch of the past, and then in my second stream, the machine broke, or the network broke. Like, the thing that sucks about those networks is they're shared. So the shared network I was on was broke, which isn't that big of a deal if you do it offline. I mean, you just have to disconnect, you wait 10 minutes or something and then come back to the room, you'll get put on a different subnet. But when I'm trying to live stream stuff and that happens regularly, it just makes it not doable. I don't want to in the middle of stream like, all right guys, well the network broke because some freaking idiot broke the network, so now we're going to take a 10-minute break while we stare at each other and hopefully we get put on a different subnet. So I enjoyed Hollow the little bit I did, but the shared network part of it does not work for streaming. I even reached out to TryHackMe and I was like, hey TryHackMe, you like me, I like you, can you give me my own network? And they said no. So I tried to do it, did what I could, but I was denied. CJ said, have you looked into Mint? It is closer to Windows without having Microsoft. You know what? Funny enough, I'll show you. I have many computers. So, get it logged in here. So I have my work laptop, which is of course what I use for pen testing. And on my work laptop, I use Ubuntu. Just gonna turn on. Will that turn on? But I use Ubuntu as my main OS on my work laptop. And then I have this computer right here. This is like a high-end desktop computer. It has like 32 gigs of RAM, super high-end GPU that I use for gaming and streaming. And now this one, I don't know if you guys watched my stream on earlier this week. Was that Tuesday? I think I streamed. But when I streamed on Tuesday, it was like the VM was completely broken. It was so laggy, I couldn't do anything about it. And I just have that issue on Windows often. So I was like, all right, screw it. Windows, you're done. We're going full Ubuntu. But this is my other personal computer. I don't know if you can see it. Here, I'll switch. Here's my other personal computer. And on this one, I run Linux Mint. So yes, I have heard of Linux Mint and actually use it on the daily. This is the computer I will have with me at Defcon. And then I never run like, I don't ever hack from the main OS, so even though you can install the same tools on Ubuntu or Mint, from my experience, you have a good chance of breaking whatever computer you're installing all the tools on because of different dependencies. So although I use Linux as my base OS, I still always use like a VM for any type of hacking stuff. But I do enjoy Linux Mint. All right, let me keep looking at chat. D. Nunes said, yo, Todd, what's up? Hope everything is going well. Took a break from hacking, but started back up this week and did the Injectix lab on Hack the Box, and is always great stuff. Love it. I think Injectix was TryHackMe, though, wasn't it? Because I also did that machine recently. Hey, Todd, it'd be a good week. Is there a way to get DEF CON tickets still? Yes, there is a way. DEF CON never sells out. Like, that's one of the things. So you can actually... If we go to this, we can type like Defcon 32. Defcon is always a ticket at the door cash type event. So you can buy tickets ahead of time, like with pre-registration, but once again, they never sell out. So you can do LineCon, cash at the door still works though, LineCon abide. So tickets are always available. They are not sold out. We'd love to see you there. I will be arriving in Vegas on Thursday. Late Thursday afternoon, and really looking forward to hanging out there by DEF CON. It's going to be a blast. All right, Fix It is 2:40, man, and Midso is 3:41 in the morning in Greece. Amazing. Lucky to catch you live, big fan. Hey, I'm a big fan of you, dude. Thank you for taking the time to jump on, even though it's that early. All right, I'm scrolling. Doc G Money says, I've been so lucky. Bare Metal Cali with 0 issues. You're a crazy person. KVM on Linux revert is fast. I've checked that out. We got Phil Stone. What up, Tyler? Team live for once. Keep up the great content. Thank you, Phil, for the kind words. How do you keep your Kali machine secure? Do you do any hardening? I mean, Kali by default isn't really secure. I only use my Kali machine for hacking on like TryHackMe and Hack the Box. Has nothing sensitive on it. So, I mean, you can hack my Kali machine if you want. It's not going to do anything for you. Harrison Wells said, Pentest Plus in 1 week for WGU. Wish me luck. Hey, good luck, dude. I remember when I got the Pentest Plus at WGU as well. I enjoyed the exam. I think it's very similar to the CYSA Plus. I think at WGU, at least when I did it, you do the CYSA Plus first and then the Pentest Plus, and they were very similar in content. So if you did the CYSA recently, you'll have no problem passing it. GoPro Slow said, are you doing B-sides, Hack Smarter? I am not. So my work is paying and lining up all the details, and we're super busy as a pen testing firm. So like literally, guys, I am doing active pen testing up until Wednesday. I work a full day Wednesday doing pen testing, and I leave early Thursday morning. So I just have Thursday through Monday off. So no B-sides. Will I make the Simply Cyber meetup? 100%. That's like the one event I plan on being at no matter what. So the real Bilbo, I will be at the Simply Cyber meetup. It'll be me and some of my friends from Rhino, some people from Discord. So if you're gonna be there, man, would love to meet. So I will be at the Simply Cyber meetup. Let's connect. And if anyone else wants to know what the Simply Cyber meetup is, go to hacksmarter.org and join our Discord. I dropped some information in the announcement. Otherwise, the Simply Cyber Discord also has the information. But I don't know where it's at in Simply Cyber. I'm sure it's in the announcement, but I do know for sure, Hack Smarter, just scroll up on the announcements a little bit and you'll see a link for the Simply Cyber meetup. Tickets are free, and I think Jerry even said, like, he's hosting it, he's paying for it. So come and get some free food and all that stuff. Hey, GoPro Slow Yo, that's actually the wrong location, my friend. It was originally going to be Able Baker Brewing, but it's no longer there. Oh, do you mean for oh, you're talking about B-sides. Ignore me, GoPro Slow Yo. The Simply Cyber meetup was also going to be at Able Baker Brewing, but they moved it. I thought you were talking about that, but you're talking about B-sides. If you're talking about B-sides, you might be right, GoPro Slow Yo. The Simply Cyber meetup, though, was not there. Let me know if you're talking about the Simply Cyber. Oh, shoot, did they not update it on LinkedIn? Here, let me check this out, because I need to ping the mod team real quick. I'm actually on the mod team for Simply Cyber. Let me let them know. Oh, shoot, you're right. They do need to update it. Stand by. Let me stop sharing my screen. And I'm going to pop open Discord real quick. And I will let them know. Let's see. Simply Cyber, mod chat. All right, yeah, great catch, dude. Let me see. Let me pull it up. I'll tell you guys where the real location is. Now, I'll just drop a link in the chat so y'all can register. As far as I know, registration is open and it's completely free. All right, here we go. Simply Cyber meetup. It's going to be at the Golden Tiki. So let me drop this link in here. It should work. Now, as long as Restream did its thing, it should drop that link in at least Twitch and YouTube. If you're on LinkedIn, LinkedIn hates Restream, so I can't drop the link there. But Twitch and YouTube, that is the registration link for the Simply Cyber event. It is still open. You can still grab a spot. Going to be a fun place to hang out. But once again, it is at the Golden Tiki, not at Able Baker Brewing. So I just messaged the mod team over there and asked if they could update that. So once again, thank you. Good catch. Really do appreciate it. Stuff pulled up. All right. Dang, we got a lot of people on. Do you guys not have lives? Like, what are you guys doing on a Friday night? It's always funny. I swear, when I look at this, it's Friday nights are one of the busiest nights for streaming. Like, most people join on Friday nights. I can't see the LinkedIn viewers here. Let me see if I can pull up LinkedIn. But between Twitch and YouTube, we got 40 people watching, which is a little more than normal. Over on LinkedIn, LinkedIn doesn't tell me because LinkedIn sucks. So I don't know if you're on LinkedIn. But I guess you guys don't have a life like me. Welcome to the party, pal. All right, let me answer a few more questions, and then we're going to try this new Try Hack Me machine. Can you do an AD machine tonight? I'm not doing an AD machine tonight, but you know what we should do, Dr. G Money? Now that I upgraded my RAM, I downloaded new RAM, right, from LimeWire. Since I downloaded my new RAM from LimeWire, and I have Ubuntu now on this computer, so it's a lot faster, I can spin up Game of Active Directory, and that might be a fun thing to do, an entire series on Game of Active Directory. So I'll try to plan that. That'll be a fun thing to do. D. Nunes says it was Try Hack Me. Oh, you're talking about Injectix, I think. I started Hack the Box today, going through Starting Point, wrapped up Tier 0 today, but it was your video I followed, dude. Your instructions are great, and I'm at the point I'll start one of your machines. Beautiful, dude. Congratulations. Flying home from an incident response engagement chilling. Well, sweet, dude. We're going to do some incident response and try hack me. And I don't do anything, guys, with incident response. So I'm going to need your help if we're going to manage to complete this room. All right. Let's give this a shot, shall we? Let me join room. Start machine. I'm going to start recording a standalone video for YouTube. API Wizards breach. Let's. I'm going to do terrible. I'm just telling you guys right now. Blue team is not my thing. Log analysis, not my thing. But that's how we learn, right? We do things that we suck at, and then we suck a little bit less. So let me start recording. Hey, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we are going to at least attempt the brand new challenge machine on TryHackMe called API Wizards Breach. Now, full disclaimer, when I was first planning on doing this, I'm on stream right now for those of you who only watch standalone videos, but I told the stream, look, let's do the new TryHackMe machine. I saw that it released, got it all pulled up, and then I realized, oh shoot, this is like incident response. This is not pen testing, ethical hacking, and I suck at that. Like, I try to make videos about log analysis and blue team, but I'm just not good at it. I don't do it as a living. I do pen testing as a living and strictly pen testing. But chat convinced me, like, just try it. Let's see how it goes. So if you are watching this video on YouTube as a standalone video, that means we were successful. If you're not watching this video on YouTube, well, you wouldn't know, but it means we were not successful. So we're going to give this a shot. Let me go ahead and share my screen. I don't know if this machine is free or not on TryHackMe. Let's check it out. It is a free room. So for all of you watching live, we can do this together. That makes it even more fun. For those of you who might be new to TryHackMe, I'll show you how to get there. If you log into TryHackMe's main platform, you can just see the latest machine right here, API Wizards Breach. If you click that, we'll dive into it. And as everybody on stream knows, I definitely haven't prepped this ahead of time. I didn't even know that this was a blue team machine. But let's go ahead and dive into things. I do have to stop sharing my screen just for a moment. We have a completely new VM that we are working on and actually new streaming stuff. So even those of you on YouTube who are watching this after the fact, you should be able to see the chat on the side, which is fun. You'll actually be able to see it live in real time and all the different platforms. You guys should all be able to see each other's chat regardless of which platform you are watching from. But I need to get logged into my Notion account since this is all a new VM. Give me just a second. Got to get my phone out for 2FA because, you know, that's smart. Let's see. Yes, it was me. All right. Here we go. Let's set our notes up on here. I don't know how helpful our notes are going to be, but we'll at least get it set up. We'll call this on-prem, and this is called API Wizards. And I'm just going to keep it all on one page, I think, as we work through this incident, since we're not dividing things up in different ports. But let's go ahead and get our notes organized. So here we go. You were hired. That's our entire team. This is the Hack Smarter Security team. We are switching from pen testing to incident response, apparently. You were hired as a dedicated external DFIR specialist to help the API Wizards Inc. company with a security incident in their production environment. API Wizards develop REST APIs on demand and host them on separate Ubuntu servers. The company suspects that one of its servers is compromised. So here's the CISO. This is our third breach for this year. That sucks. We see strange web requests in the Nginx logs, then some unexpected changes in system files, and after a few days, we see our data in Telegram. Someone has that black hat on. We tried cleaning infected files, but hackers are always one step forward. Sounds like an insider threat to me. Yesterday, we observed a similar web scan on our newly deployed API server and suspect it might be the same threat actors. We quickly isolated the server from the network and desperately hope for your help. So here are our SSH credentials. We can maybe drop this as our kind of scenario information. Let me just pull this over so we can easily tab over. And we'll just say like scenario/scope. So there it is. I don't know why the formatting is bad, but you know, we get the point. And we'll say here are our creds that we are starting with. And what are our creds? Right here. We'll grab this stuff, drop into a code block. So there we go. We got our IP address, we got our username, and we have our password. Now, let me look at chat. What up, Casually Joseph? Dude, Casually Joseph, we need you, my friend. I thought I was doing a pen testing lab only to stumble into an incident response lab, so we might need your expertise on this one, my friend. Yeah. Doc G Money has a great point. Giving credits out like that in plain text may have led to this. Yeah, you're probably right. Hey, peace out, Fix It. Thank you for joining us for the beginning of the stream. It was good to have you here. All right, y'all, let's see if we can go ahead and SSH into this machine. I should just hack the machine instead of doing the response. Like, if I'm not root, maybe I should just escalate my privileges to root because YOLO. All right, so we are in. Let's go ahead and look back at the Try Hack Me room, and we'll hit complete. It at least gives us some hints of what we're looking for. So we host our applications in home user directories and serve them via Nginx. This time we deployed a simple API to get the date and time by specifying a time zone. Is there anything strange going on? And I guess we can add that to our notes. So if we jump back over to our notes, we can say, like, we'll make a new header 1 and we'll say initial access, right? And what kind of things are we looking for? Which programming language is a web application written in? What is the IP address that attacked the web server? Which vulnerability was found and exploited in the API service? Which file contained the credentials used to privs to root? So we do have a privs, all right. What file did the hacker drop and execute to persist on the server? Probably Hack Smarter, right? That's the file that hackers use. Which service was used to host the router to malware? All right, let's see. We'll get this pulled up. And they said, we host our application home users directory. Let's just look around, right? Let's get a feel for what is all going on. Well, CD to home. So we have dev and we have support. Did they say this one is from there too? We deploy simple API. So from some user's home directory, the simple API. So we'll go to support, I guess. And what? Okay. So we just, oh, the API service is right here. Well, we could look at our bash history. I don't know if that would do anything for us, but that's what I do on the CTF. Oh, look. Hey, all right. Well, good thing my pen testing skills are coming in handy here. We see what an attacker did right here. So the attacker got access as the dev user, it would appear, and they're doing some initial enumeration, seeing what is all going on. They cat out the main.py, cat out the API, cat the config. They probably got creds from the config, I am guessing. And then they're uploading the config.py. They have what appears to be a malicious web server of some sort. So they're sending the config to their malicious web server. They exit out. Then they are sudo su, and they must be trying to be, oh, they do become root, maybe. Oh no, that's me. So can we do have sudo privs? Let's jump over to this, our dev password. And I might be able to answer some of these questions right now. All right. So we do have sudo privileges. So if you get access as dev, you not have root access, which is a failure on the principle of least privilege. But we can answer some of these questions right here. So if we jump back over to our questions, what programming language is a web application written in? Is this one in Python? And the reason we know it's Python, for those of you who might be new, is we have this main.py, api.py, config.py that tells us the web application is written in Python. Let's jump back over to the questions. What is the IP address that attacked the web server? I'm guessing we can take that one, unless maybe this is just their, oh no, that's their C2 server, so that won't work. But what vulnerability is found exploited? What file contained credentials? What file the attacker drop and execute to persist on the server? Okay, it's not that one. What service was used to host the router to malware? Okay, so I don't think that's going to be super helpful for us, but we do see a glimpse of what the attacker was doing, and I think it would be helpful for us to grab these commands here and we can drop it into our notes. Initial access, so we'll say like artifact number 1 bash history, something like that. We'll drop a code block in here, change this over to bash. And we will say a few things that we know from this. The API is written in Python. The attacker uploaded the config.py to what? Server of some sort. And we have, well, they elevated the privileges. Principle of least privilege. All right. So we're not doing terrible. I'm not completely stuck. I at least found something, so I'm gonna count that as a win. We have one artifact there. I think if we just follow this, let's retrace the attacker's steps, and that might give us an idea of what they were able to do. So if we ls, we can go to the API service, and in the API service we have a main.py. So what's in our main.py? So here it is, just doing the date stuff, nothing super helpful for us. In the source, we have the config.py. I'm just going to clear to get that up there. So in the source, we have config.py. Let's see what that looks like. Ah. So here we have the dev user's password. We have another failure here because although they were compromised, they didn't even change the dev user's password. So even right now, if this is a real incident, the attacker would still have access because SSH is open, SSH is public facing, and SSH is via password authentication. Kind of two big no-nos if it's internet facing. And here are the credentials. So, come on, dev, step your game up, my friend. So we'll just say here's the config.py. Note they didn't even update devs creds. Right, so we have credentials there. Does that answer any of our questions? What vulnerability is found? What file contained the credentials used to prevent a root? Well, it would be this one, I think. So I think they're looking for this full path and then config.py. Submit. All right. What file did the hacker drop and execute to persist on the server? Okay, so we don't have that information. What else did our attacker look at when they were looking around? They looked at main.py and then they looked at api.py, which I haven't looked at myself. Maybe there's something there. Okay, we have our API router. Set up a route for our API. Oh, are we executing user input right here with a command to get a date? That seems like a very terrible idea. And then to do add documentation, return it, we have the zone right there. So the API, I think they would have abused just code execution in order to get access to this. Is that one of the questions? Oh, maybe not. But that's a bad idea. What else do we have? Now let's just look at the questions. What is the IP address that attacked the web server? So maybe we can find that information. We might have to go look at the logs. I'm assuming the logs are elsewhere, but is there anything else here that we want to look at? Let me know, chat. Yeah, command injection is what I'm thinking as well, but that doesn't fit the try hack me thing, so I'm just not sure what it's looking for. And command injection, like I don't know. What is the vulnerability? Which one is this found exploited in the API service? We'll find out, man, if we look at the logs, but I don't think there's anything else in this home folder that we want to look at. We could look at the dev user though, because remember, we can switch over to root. Okay, there we go. Like, let's just see if there's anything in the support folder. And there's not. Just the bash logout, bash RC profile. Now, it could be like they could try to set up persistence in something like this. Because you could actually add a reverse shell there, so every time the user logs in, the shell spawns as a form of persistence, but I'm not seeing that. All right, so in our var log, We have Nginx right there, so let's CD over to Nginx. And we have various access logs here, obviously one very large one. So let's just see how large this is. And that is very large. I wonder, is there, well, I could just read through this. I see who am I. So we do see command injection, kind of like what we said, guys. We have this command injection right here. Who am I, pwd, id, which SSH, make directory, home dev, SSH. These are all things I do on CTF. So we have this command injection. I just wonder what, the question is that it's looking for. Or the answer that it's looking for, rather. Like, this is clearly COMMAND. Is that COMMAND So it's something command injection. I don't get what it's looking for though. Is it like is it that TZ parameter? Is that what it's trying to call out? I just want to be able to answer that question, then we'll dive into this, but I don't know what it's trying to get. It's command injection, but I just don't know what answer it's looking for. We do have the attacker's IP though right there, so that might be helpful. But which vulnerability is found in exploiting the API service? What do you guys think it's looking for? It's something command injection. No, what? Oh, it's I forgot that try hack me will like accept your answer if it's close enough. So OS command injection is what I was looking for. Yo, what up, Blaze Bits? Good to have you here, my friend. What is up, Justin Gold? Gosh, I'm missing stuff over in chat. Hello, guys. I'm testing out a bunch of new things. So once again, if anything looks off, let me know. And I just realized you guys can't even see the chat in the top corner because the try hack me is light. Let me turn on Dark Reader real quick. But guys, I'm doing this all from a new OS. I completely wiped Windows off of my host machine, put Ubuntu on it, and as a result had to redo the VM and everything. So like my entire setup is new. I'm also testing out Restream. And so if there's bugs and stuff, please let me know. But let's see if this works better. There. Now, you guys should at least be able to see chat a little bit better when you talk. Hopefully. Otherwise, I can adjust the transparency and stuff over on chat. Alright, anyways. We're doing good so far. We're at least figuring things out. Scrolling. Eating some dinner, watching. Dude, we're not even hacking today, Blaze Bits. It's the new Try Hack Me room, and I thought, hey, we'll do this. It's going to be a hacking room, only to realize it's incident response, and I don't know what I'm doing. But we're slowly working our way through. We have the first few questions answered. What file did the hacker drop and execute to persist on the server? We can probably get that from here because we see our hacker right here. It's just URL encoded, but we have a pretty good idea of what the hacker did. Once he figured out the command injection, he ran who am I, he checked his present working directory, he did the ID command, he did, hey, which SSH is on here? You want to see, does the machine have SSH, which is something I do when I get initial access as well. And then look, he's making a directory, an SSH directory, and then changing mod for the SSH directory so it's correct. And then, let's see, is he going to make an ID RSA key? Yep, so he's dropping in his public key right here. Echo SSH, and then you can see his public key. It's URL encoded, so it looks a little bit weird, but that's going to be his public key. And he's echoing it into the authorized key folder, or file rather. And then with that, he's able to SSH as the dev user. So that's what our hacker is doing. What file did they drop and execute? Was it just... Well, that doesn't fit that. What file did the hacker drop and execute? Oh, to persist on the server. So this is beyond this initial access right here, is to persist. So once the hacker got full access, how did they set up persistence? That's what we're looking for. Got it. You're right, BlazeBits. It's GNECA. Instant response is just hacking backwards. So what file did the hacker drop? We at least trace their steps so far, and you know, we should probably be taking note of this. So we can grab this information right here and drop it over to our notes, and we'll just call this web logs. We'll drop it in there, and we can just, I like to doing word wrap on here, so let's do, actually for this one, you know what, I don't really need word wrap. Here's what we can say. The attacker got initial access via command injection, and once they got initial access, the attacker enumerated for SSH and did the following for access. Whoops. Created an SSH folder in the dev home, and then created the authorized key file. There we go. That's how I do incident response. You always end with they pwned us. It's definitely how they do it in the real world, trust me. All right, let's jump back over to this. I think that's all we really need the logs for. I don't think there's much else that's interesting in our logs. It appears, guys, if you don't know what he's doing here, you see how all these commands are coming back to back for, I think, if anyone's ever studying for the CYSA Plus certification, this is the kind of question they'll ask you. They'll give you a list of logs and they'll say, looking at these logs, what attack was performed? So let me just ask you guys, before I give you the answer, I want you to think about this. Looking at these logs, what attack do you think is being performed here? I'll take a drink of water while you think about it. Winner, winner. Yep, Agent 57 is correct. This is a Go Buster or Dirtbuster scan. The attacker is scanning for directories. We know that because all of this is happening all at once, and it's just a bunch of random names. So they're using a tool like you've seen me use often with dir search, and they're just going through all the directories and seeing what hit do we get. So they're seeing 404, 404, 404. Just like when you see me work through machines, that's something I often do. And they're doing that until they scroll, they scroll, they scroll, and they get a hit right here, right on the API, and then they begin enumerating the API, and they find this parameter right there leading to command execution. So I don't think that was a question that was asked, was it? Let's see. That would have been a cool question to ask, I think. But what file did the hacker drop and execute? Let's do that. Learn how to type, Tyler. Is it S? Maybe? Uh-oh, I broke it. Oh, there's nothing in S. Right? S is empty? It's not a folder, is it? Okay, I don't know what S is. I guess we'll ignore that. And then in our root folder, do we have anything? I don't think so. Whoops, not there. Well, we go back to here, I guess. What do you guys think is the best way to find a file? It's a process, okay. We can look through here, because what was the question? What file did the hacker drop and execute to persist on the server? So it is probably a process. We have this right here. It is S, isn't it? Do you see S? Wait, no. I'm dumb. Ignore me, guys. Oh, no, it is right there. Cat. Oh, no, that's me. No, that's not me. What's the date? Right, we have these commands here into S. It's S, is it not? Isn't that what's going on here, guys? Am I crazy? I think it is S. We see him or her echoing some shell stuff into S, and then we see netcat spawning after that. Is it just temp S? No, it can't be. You guys let me know if I'm missing something here. Yeah, I agree. It looks like a shell, but it doesn't fit this. Like it's dot 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 something. So temp something, but you want to check cron tab? Sure, we'll check cron tab. Ah, so we have the system update thing, which is interesting. Let me just grab this real quick, guys, then I'll keep listening to your stuff. But let's grab this for our notes. We have some system update thing. But that, I still don't get what it's looking for in the actual question. Of course, that's the way they establish persistence. I'm glad they used 1337. That would the port I would use too if I was a real threat actor. It's a name pipe. Yeah. But it just doesn't fit the... What answer is this looking for, do you guys think? Or are they looking for Etsy cron tab? If they are, at least in my opinion... Here, let me just check. Nope. I was going to say it's a badly worded question, because it seems like a file they dropped, like a file that's on the system. Attack history must be stored somewhere on the file system. Let's go back over to home. Wasn't any of this stuff, was it? Like we see the hacker doing this stuff, uploading the config.py to their thing, grabbing it, and then they get into it. Check root's bash history. I don't think root had any bash history. Oh, no, it did. Oh, good call. Why did I think it didn't have bash history? Let's scroll up. All right. So here we go. They cd into root. They cat out the authorized keys. They upload the file, the dump.json, into there. They are doing their netcat stuff. Let's scroll. cd backup.csv, var log wtemp, var log btemp. Last log clear user root, last log clear user dev. Move the backup.csv into review. They're making it hidden. Status nginx, status API service, curl localhost, status nginx, exit, who am I? So we see some interesting stuff here. Oh, we have the router 2. Didn't that ask me a question about that? Which service is used to host a router 2 malware? Transfer.sh. Okay. Well, we're doing well. Hey, DJ Chateau, we are not popping a box like I thought we were going to. We're actually doing incident response. So we are the defender now, which I'm not good at. So we're doing our best. It's the Try Hack Me machine just came out today. So we're going to see if we can knock it out. But what file did the hacker drop and execute to persist on the server? So this isn't answering our persistence. This is more like, hey, they're diving into this stuff and hacking their way through. Let's go ahead and do this. If I can get the input, there we go. Copy. And we'll just drop this into our notes. Not Bach. Bash history. What is going on? That's not what I copied. Right, so we have some information there that might come in handy if you're writing an actual report. That would definitely come in handy. But what is the persistence question? Temp router 2, is that the answer? I guess that makes sense. They're getting their router 2 right there, right? And then they're putting that over in temp. All right, let's do it. Temp router 2. Yo, what up, Jerry? Jerry updated the LinkedIn event to Simply Cyber event. Everyone calm down. GRC is in the house. Cool. Yeah, we were talking about the Simply Cyber meetup, and someone's like, yeah, I'm looking forward to going to whatever brewery. I'm like, no, that's not the right spot. And then they posted the LinkedIn event. So glad we got it updated. Super excited to hang out with everybody at Defcon. And yeah, Jerry, you might even like this as well. I'm doing incident response, not pen testing. I accidentally fell into this hole. I thought I was going to hack something only to realize I'm defending something. So maybe we can write a GRC plan afterwards on why this organization got pwned according to TryHackMe 3 different times. But yeah, the Golden Tiki. Super excited to see you all there. It's going to be a lot of fun. If anyone wants to just hang out at DEF CON, I stay up till like 3 in the morning in Vegas at DEF CON. Happy to hang out with anyone and everyone. The only person I'm not hanging out with is Jerry during his morning streams because the dude is insane. I woke up early this morning just to watch the stream live. I don't know how y'all do it. Way too early. All right, let's see what our further actions are. No way, it was so easy to exploit. It is like the exploit path here is about an easy machine rated. They're doing a terrible job at this. While we are calling the developer, please check if there are any backdoors left by the hackers. They were extremely clever the previous 2 times, so be vigilant. Yeah, well, the organization didn't even freaking update the compromised credentials. Of course they were clever. It's too easy. Which 2 system files were infected to achieve cron persistence? So obviously that wants us to cat. Right? I think they mean like that kind of file. So one's going to be etc cron tab. Second. etc cron tab, right? Is that the first one? Yes. And the other one, what's the, I can't type. Oh no, it's not that. What's the other cron job location? I'm blanking on it for some reason. Let's see, cron tab. Oh, come on, cron. Is it etc anacron tab maybe? You guys think that's what it is? Let's check. No. So wonder what the other cron file is. Come on, Tyler, know how to type. Okay, so let's check these out. Oh. See, that won't work either. We need one that's just an etc, right? Yeah, I said that too, Phil Stone, but if you look at what TryHackMe is looking for, whoops, let's jump back over to the TryHackMe room. Right, so it's like etc cron tab and etc something else. Unless they mean router 2. Which 2 system files were infected? 2 system files. You think etc password was infected? Let's check that. Maybe that's what it means. Is there any users that don't fit in? I don't think so. Oh, Alex. I think it's... Is it Etsy? Alright, I tried those two. Oh, small update and grant grace for interrupting your stream. That LinkedIn event link is a 2023 one. Oh, okay. Sounds good. Yeah, I didn't even look at the date. I just saw it while I was in the middle of streaming and dropped it over in chat. Glad it was not the latest one. Alright, awesome. Anyways, guys, I wonder what the other system file is that's referring to. So if we cat our Etsy cron tab, you can see it's modifying the system update. And that's just that shell. But that's not actually, that wouldn't be a system file. Which two system files were infected to achieve cron persistence? Oh, we got a super chat. What? Thank you, Faye VCA, if I'm saying your name correct. Hey Tyler, how should I proceed if I use an in-map scan on a machine and all services running in open ports are Cloudflare proxies? It is bulletproof? Well, no, not necessarily. In-map is just your basic enumeration. I also want to just clarify this. You shouldn't be running any type of in-map scan without explicit written permission in the context of a pen test or a bug bounty. Usually it would be a pen test where you do nmap. So just to be clear with that. But second, it doesn't mean it's bulletproof by any means, because there should be behind those proxies web servers that you might be able to exploit. So I'd have to see the scan in order to understand better, but to answer your question, no, it is not bulletproof just because it's using Cloudflare. There's various ways to bypass Cloudflare type stuff. But guys, someone tell me the answer to this. Which two system files were infected to achieve cron persistence? What the frick is the other file? One's obviously Etsy cron tab. Is cron tab at E? I think it is, but let's check. No cron tab for root. We could stop, exit. Dev. This is where I might get stuck, guys, because I can't find the system file that was modified. I guess we could, I might have to break out ChatGPT. What? Connection timed out. What's being called by any cron tab? There's nothing in Anacron tab, NeoSpring. I checked that. So like if we go over to hack tricks, that's what I was looking at. Whoops, let's go to the right one. Right, we tried Etsy cron tab. It's not, it's system files, right? So I think one of them's obviously cron tab because we see it there, but there's a different system file that may have been overwritten. Is this what they're doing with S? You can modify a cron script X by root and get an easy reverse shell. Well, we already kind of saw that. Files at most recent edits. All right, so we have some August 3rd stuff in root, proc, dev. Is that me though? Temp. Wouldn't be temp though because it's a system file. So you think it'd be something Etsy. Guys, what's the command to sort it by date? Did I do that right? So maybe if we do it this way, if I sort it by date, what were the other ones that were infected? August 3rd? So we're looking for like some August 3rd stuff. April, September, October. Oh, I wonder if it's this file. I bet it might be. I wonder if they're the ones who gave themselves pseudo privileges or something. I'm gonna guess that file. Let's see if I'm right. Oh, not Etsy password, it's Etsy cron tab. Sudoers. No? Alright, let me scroll up real quick. I haven't been listening, sorry. You think it's temp bash? I don't think that fits the characters they're looking for. No. That could be authorized keys and cron then. So authorized keys wouldn't be considered a system file, I don't think, but it also doesn't fit the length. Like, that's the nice thing, we can kind of see the length of it. Check on bin, we could. PS tree or log review, not sure if PS tree will give you more info, but otherwise it may be log review, not sure. No D, I think I did take away the D, didn't I? Is there a space in between them too? No, there's not. I thought surely that would be it. Let's look at other files. I think it's the August 3rd is when this happened. I don't think they gave us the date, but I think that's what it was, like right here. There's really no other system files here that were edited at that time. Thinking what this might be. Check on bin maybe, we can do that. Oh. Sort it by time. I think it's this August 3rd up here. No. Clam AV. Man, I don't know on this one. Yeah, they just released it and it's free. So if anyone else, like, guys, boot this up as well. We can do this together. I'm a noob at this kind of thing. We have what? 60, 30, 40, 50, almost 60, over 60 people watching. Between 60 of us in the Hack Smarter SOC, surely we can figure this out. One of us can figure this out, right? Let me open up my best friend. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen just for a moment while I authenticate. So this is a new VM, give me just a second. I tell you guys, my VM is running so much faster now that I wiped stupid Windows, bloated Windows from my computer completely. All right, I am doing incident response and am trying to figure out what system files in Linux were modified attacker. Contab is one of them. Okay, let's try this one. Wonder if that fits the dynamic linker. That actually might fit the S thing that we saw. Dang it. Oops. It's an environment? Oh, is it really? Well, I know we have system update there. Can anyone see me typing? I can see you typing. Is it Etsy environment? Boom. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we did see that. I just didn't think about that because in cron tab we actually saw that, and that's how I figured out what I was doing by echoing that. I'll just show you guys that if you missed it. When we were looking at Etsy cron tab, I saw them setting that, and then I just did echo system update. I didn't even think to try like Etsy environment would be where it's updated at. Good call. What is the C2 server IP address of the malicious actor? I think we already found that in our notes. In a few different places, actually, the hacker kind of showed his server. But here it is right here. Oh. Okay, come on. Just one time. What port is the backdoor bind bash shell listening at? It was 1337, same port I use, of course. I do want to point out, I did ask what the cron files are running. Good call. Oh, wait, what? Surely it said 1337. I don't know. Oh, it's listening right now. Well, we can figure that out. Oh. Yeah, there was a netcat listener. Did I save that to my notes? Let me just look through here. Where did we see that netcat listener at? Was that in dang it, this is why you take good notes when you discover stuff. That's why he got caught, because he did not use 1337. You're right, he wasn't lead enough. I also remember seeing netcat, but I'm not seeing it now. Where was that at? Was it Roots bash history? I thought I have all of his bash history right here. Oh, here's netcat. There at the bottom. Dev history. This is Dev's history right here. $10,000. That doesn't fit the answer, Joseph. We got 4 digits. Oh, was it processes? Good call. I think you might be right. Is this where you saw the Netcat listener? Oh, good call. Hey, who was that? Hengi, you win. You're right. This is where we saw that at. You're right. When we were looking at processes, we saw the Netcat listener. Good memory, my friend. What does the bind shell? Not what does. How does the bind shell persist across reboots? Well, it has this link. I don't know what it's looking for. How does it persist? A common MITRE persistence technique. All right. We have to find the exact thing it's looking for. So how does that persist? Boot. Auto start execution. I hate playing this freaking hangman game with try hack me rooms. AUTO, no. Log on auto start, is that what it is? LOG, I don't think that fits, my friend. Let's look back at MITRE and we'll play our hangman game. Can we filter this just by Linux techniques? Yeah, we got 3578 Yolan. We got that. All right. Create or modify system process. We need 2 words though. Scheduled task, is that what it's looking for? What did it look like? Nope, that doesn't fit either. Freaking hangman. It doesn't. None of these technically fit. Oh, you're late, Yolan. Gotcha. Maybe you're further back on the stream. Startup what, though? Startup. Startup script, you think? This is the one thing I don't like about, like, especially Blue Team Labs. Scheduled task / job. Scheduled's too long, right? SCHE, that would be too long. Browser extensions, BROWSER. I don't know what browser extensions it would be using for startup though, yeah. Guys, there'd be no way I could do this room without you, obviously. I'm glad everyone is just like guessing our way at this. I should, guys, I should set up a hangman and see if we lose. Every time we guess, the guy gets hanged a little bit. Nope. All right, hold up. We're doing the hangman. Let me just go back to the one I have. If I tell you wrong, add another piece to it. Sound good? Oh no, not like that. He doesn't know. All right. All right, there we go. We'll start now. We have our head on our hangman person. Are we able to get it? I will drop this to you guys here are the things, right? So I'll drop it in chat. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that didn't work. Here, we'll do stars. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There you guys go. Startup scripts. I think we did that, Anthony. Let's try it, though. Let's try it. Startup scripts. Oh, our answer's incorrect. We have to add another thing to our hangman guy. Uh-oh, we have a body. Anything on .bash rc? I don't even... What was the question? What? How does the bind shell persist across reboots? Oh my goodness, Jerry. Dude, thank you so much for the super chat. You are amazing. Seriously, thank you for your generosity. Got the Cali booted up and my black hoodie on. Heck yeah. I should, you know, if I could figure out how to do all this streaming stuff, like every time I get a super chat, wouldn't it be cool to have it play that song? Let's see, I got my Cali booted up and it's time to hack. Got the IP in scope, now I attack. I bet you didn't know I wear a black hat. Where's the SQL database? Let me grab that. All right. Let's see. We got the super chat from Jerry, but our guy is still gonna die because we cannot get the right answer, and we are slowly hanging ourselves with ChatGPT's hangman. All right, system D service. Look up. I need a Stream Deck too. You know, my work offered to get me a Stream Deck, guys, but I just don't get what the Stream Deck does for me. We know it's a miter technique, so what's the official name of this technique? Oh, System D. System D service. Oh, that's the name of it. Ask me to modify. Yes, this is definitely what's going on. Is this the right answer? Let's give it a shot. Oh, we have a winner. Let me scroll up. Who was that? Steven Upshaw, the OG Try Hack Me. He probably did this machine like before it released. That's how good he is at Try Hack Me. Thank you. Thank you, Steven Upshaw. It literally does what you just said you needed. All right, guys. I'll get a Stream Deck. I'll try. All right. Hey. Answer. Use. Oh, let's do this. Create an image. He's gonna mess this up for us. That says, "Great job, Hack Smarter Sock." He's gonna mess up the typing. Like ChatGPT cannot type. Let's see how he does this. What's GPT gonna do for us? Here we go. He's thinking. He's making the image, ladies and gentlemen. Great job, Hactor Sock. Do my kids spell better than ChatGPT? Great job, Hactor Sock. Is this supposed to be an H? That's not even a valid letter. Ack Smarter Sock. You're so good at spelling. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Oh, we got a question. MD said, is C# good or C is my first language? Dude, for your first language, I recommend something a little bit easier like Python, personally. But, all right, we got our great job, Hactor Sock, Tack Smarter Sideways T Sock. Amazing. Well, thank you, ChatGPT, for the assistance. I think, though, guys, if we started doing our hangman game at the beginning, we definitely would have ended up hanged. I think that's the proper way of saying it. But we did it later on. Now I'm confused. What were we doing? What is the absolute path of the malicious service? Yeah, DJ Chateau is right. Whichever language you pick is not what is important, but that you're consistent with it. That's true. If you want my recommendation, though, my friend, I would say Python. But hey, peace out, Jerry. Thank you for joining, hanging out. Looking forward to seeing you in person in just a few days now. So I know you're going to Black Hat, so have fun at Black Hat, and I'll see you at Defcon. All right, absolute path of the malicious service itself. So let's see. List all services and their status. Okay, let's just try this. Oh, we have a lot of services here. Did it give us the name? Was it like the Router 2 or something? I remember seeing Router 2. Let's see if there's a Router 2 service in here. There is not. COBOL is a great first language, yes. Oh, it's just on that. All right, let's check that. Let's see. Oh wait, let's see system. I don't think we can do that. It's just system D. Go see Thunder from Down Under. It's a show, don't ask questions, just go. I'll have to go watch that. Now, which thing are we modifying? Is it just, what if we sort it by time? So these are all February 17th. We got July 28th, July 30th. Is it this one right here, the API service, do you guys think? I wonder if that's what it is, the API service. I'm going to guess that. Let's see if I'm right. Am I close? Etsy system D system Etsy SYSTEMD SYSTEM API. So it's one of these. And if we go up, wasn't it August 3rd? I have that in my head for some reason. July 28th. Was it socket? Oh, it might be socket since it's a bind shell. That would make sense. SysMD system and then socket service. It's going to be my guess. Since it was a bind shell, that's what they might be modifying. Hey! I'm right. Wow, oh my goodness. Will the questions ever stop, ladies and gentlemen? We finally reached the dev, and he said he would need 2 weeks to fix the vuln. Freaking quit being lazy, bruh. Meanwhile, can you please proceed with the DFIR? We need every malicious indicator you find to hunt for them. We need every malicious indicator you find to hunt for them on other API Wizard servers. Which port is blocked on the victim's firewall? Does that mean am I the victim? What firewall are we using? Well, UFW isn't enabled, which is a common firewall. How do I? right, IP tables list. Drop 3578. Surely that's the correct answer, right? How do firewall rules persist across reboots? Magic? I know it's IP tables, so what file? Is it restore? What's it looking for? SBIN is a dot file, like a hidden file. Etsy IP tables, but look at the dot, y'all. What's the dot there for? And it's not Etsy, because we got 4 digits. So it's not Etsy. Spin. Alright, ChatGPT is not helping us, guys. Could be in the boot directory, says Steven. Technically the file can be anything, it's just text. Temp IP tables. We do like. I don't think locate's going to be on this machine. Yeah, locate generally isn't on these machines, DJ Chateau, because this is something you have to install. I mean, surely it's something with IP tables, like... Is there any way IP tables will show us where it goes? Append, check for the existence, delete matching, list of rules. We using ChatGPT now? Dude, I always use ChatGPT. Wonder what it's looking for. It's kind of annoying that we don't know if it's looking for a standard way of doing it or some hacker way. How do the firewalls persist across reboots? This is getting too many questions for me, guys. UFW is not in the machine rider. I tried that first too. It's IP tables. And then how do firewalls persist? Well, we have a bunch of ways they actually persist, but apparently that's not the way on this machine. Is there a hint in here anywhere that I maybe missed? No. Nope. Yeah, CDS bin. How do firewalls persist across reboots? So guys, it's a hidden file. you know, that's what it's showing us right there. Is it maybe something in routes thing? Like maybe it's a not standard location? Well, that's just some fun stuff. Hey, I found it. It's in bash rc. So I said this guys earlier in the stream that you can put in bash rc a command like a shell, and every time the user logs in it will run. Well, that's what the attacker did on here, that when it starts up it'll run this command because it's in the root user's bash rc file. Good job, Tyler. Pat myself on the back. Thanks, Tyler. How is the backdoored local Linux user named? All right. 1 second. Messing with Restream real quick. Everything's still good on your guys' end? Yeah, okay, I think it's all still working. All right, backdoored local Linux. Which is the backdoor user like support or something? How support? Okay, yeah. What privileges group was assigned to the user? Isn't it sudo? What is the strange word on one of the backdoored SSH keys? Well, I know there is a backdoored SSH key in the dev user. Whoops. Okay. Okay. Net service. Can you spot and name one more popular persistence? Ah. Is it the SSH stuff, maybe? What are we looking at for words? Four characters. So I don't think this is really helpful. This might be helpful. A login hook? Oh, that's what it is. Adversaries may use a login hook to establish persistence execute upon user login, which is exactly what's going on here. Is that what it's looking for? Nope. Not login hook. That's what I don't like about MITRE, guys. There's so many things it could be. Like logon initialization scripts. Is it logon scripts? What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That doesn't fit that. Man, it's so annoying. I personally don't like MITRE, guys. Maybe it's because I'm not incident response, but well, I guess using MITRE in this way. Login items? Is that what it is? Login items? How is it not login items? See, this is why it's dumb when it asks questions like this. Look at this. Adversaries may add login items execute upon users login to gain persistence or escalate privileges. Is that not what the hacker did? I think it's a local account. Is that one of them? And like, what's it talking about? That we did a bunch of persistent methods. Which persistence method is it referring to? Yeah, I tried logon script malware. They did SSH authorized keys too. I personally don't like this question. Yeah, I can give a few 4-letter words for this question. So dumb. But I know we could brute force it, but we shouldn't have to. They should just remove this question. It's a dumb question. If it's not an like, when there's multiple ways to answer it and they're only looking for one correct answer, in my opinion, I don't like the question. Did I already try startup items? I think I did. See, all of these would be it. They created an account. Why is create account not one? They created a local account. Neither of those work. You have to be joking me. Yeah, first is only 4 characters, y'all. Whoever gets it wins the game. Is it port knocking because of how they did their stuff? K-N-O-C. Nope, not port knocking. Yep, I agree. Stupid question. Apologies to the creator of the box. I've liked the rest of it. I really just think this question's dumb. None of these fit. Are you joking me? Oh my goodness. 1 second, guys. Let me pull up Discord and see what people are saying about this in Discord. I can't be the only one who thinks this question is stupid. All right. Task 4 error. Mostly I was looking in the wrong places. Like, we're basically done with the machine. This is a... skill issue. Yeah, no. Bad question. Can you spot and name one more popular persistence method? Come on. Guys, you're on here. Figure it out. What's the answer? I don't think it's bits jobs. Nope. time providers. Nope. Is it boot? Scripts, boot execution, auto start execution? I'm gonna lose my freaking mind. We're so close to being done. Alright, I literally just Googled persistence techniques, but here's a link if you want it. There's nothing special about my link. Oh, whoops, I dropped the wrong link. It didn't copy. I don't have copy and pasting turning on. Just Google it. Look, just go MITRE persistence techniques. That's all I did. Nothing special. See? Alright, we'll keep spamming it till we get it, guys. So, boot scripts. No. Port monitor. No. SSH backdoor won't fit because it doesn't have 4 letters. Cron script isn't a MITRE method, so that won't work either. We need a MITRE it's a one more popular. I guess it doesn't say it's a MITRE persistence method. It just be freaking. That technically fits. Why is Hacksmore not the right answer? Dumb. Wow, you are a 4-letter word. Thanks. Any more questions? I don't know if we're gonna finish this machine. It's just making me angry. I think it's a dumb question. And if I'm not gonna finish it, I'm gonna quit now. I've already wasted an hour and 40 minutes of my life. I don't. Is init script a MITRE method? This is stupid. Can you spot and name one more popular persistence method? Bruh, I have freaking named 50 of them that are on this machine and none of them work because this question is stupid. It's not a DDoS attack. It's a persistence method. DDoS would be the opposite. And it doesn't even give me the context. What do you mean? Is it a persistence method I've already talked about? Is it a random freaking persistence method on machine? I'm about to set up freaking burp suite intruder and just spam try hack me. Literally, there's so many persistence methods this could be. What a stupid question. I'm going to yell at try hack me at Defcon just for this one question. The machine itself I've enjoyed up to this point, but not this question. What's in final target? Oh my goodness, there's more questions? Guys, I don't think we're finishing this machine. It rejects the page, no matches. Alright, we're done. This was a good test though. The main reason, guys, I wanted to jump on stream tonight was to test the stream since I'm running Ubuntu as my main OS and have a completely new VM. So we accomplished that, but this video itself is not going to go on YouTube since we aren't able to complete the room. But that's the plus side, downside of live streaming, right? Like, Other content creators, they would have gone through this entire thing ahead of time. They would have had all the answers pulled up on their side monitor. They wouldn't have showed you the background of getting frustrated and trying to work through it. But I gave you the raw and the real. So when you get frustrated on a machine, like, it's not just you. It is all good. But we did learn some things. Like, overall, I thought the machine itself was pretty fun up until that point. Just the thing that sucks about labs that have these kinds of questions looking for very specific answers, you are quite literally looking for a needle in a haystack, and it doesn't even give us a hint of whether or not it's a miter persistence technique. It literally just asks. Let's go do it again. Can you spot and name one more popular persistence method? That's all we're given. And we have spotted like 20 or 30 freaking different persistence methods, legit. You want sued binary? Oh my. Speechless. Why? How would you know to guess that? Besides brute forcing the stupid freaking answer. All right. The show must go on. Okay. Maybe this will end up on YouTube. If you're watching this as a standalone video on YouTube, we do somehow eventually get to the end. You guys are living in the future. You know better than I do. Us living in the moment, I don't know. But we must remain in this prison. And I need to take off my sweatshirt. All right. We're staying in our prison. We aren't going to end yet. What are the original and backdoored binaries from question 6? Is it just a pseudo command, do you think? I thought I saw this somewhere actually in my notes. Let me pull up my notes. When we were doing our initial enumeration type stuff. Let me just scroll through here. Has it been? No, we got 3 characters dash 3 characters. Is it this right here? Those wouldn't be binaries, so I don't think that would be it. So just the logs. So we're looking for actual pseudo binaries, right? Oh, I should have. You know what? That was our hint right there. It was right in front of me. Kind of, because I asked, like, the answer there was sued binary. And the next question was, what are the original and backdoor binaries from question 6? So, yeah. Oh, do you just want the answer to make it through? Yeah, I'll take the answer to this. Not all of them yet, though. If you know the answer, Peter, let me know. And Peter, since you just said you've done the room already, you actually have to stay on stream until we're done for when I get stuck on another stupid question. What technique was used to hide the backdoor creation date? That was clearing the logs. You use stupid freaking miter technique. Log evasion clearing. Clearing logs. Dude, Peter just said I can give you the answer and disappeared. Where you at, Peter? Come on, Peter. Drop it. I feel like I'm talking to a dog. Alright, well, we can work on this evasion one now, guys. Good luck. We have an evasion one. Man, Peter just pops in. I'll give you the answer, and then he disappears. Peter, you better show back up. Oh, it didn't come on screen. Do you have me on Discord? Otherwise, try to do like something like this. Add spaces in it. Something like that. That might work. If you just do a slash. Oh, you know what? I bet the restream bot's catching you. So we're gonna bypass we're gonna bypass encoding in the chat. So instead of do a slash, do an A, okay? So like this. And I'll know what you're saying. I think the restream bot, when it sees slashes, it thinks you're trying to do a bot command. Ah, it is bash. Gotcha. So user bin bash and user bin something. What are the original and backdoor binaries? And if we do, was it? No, cat. Isn't this where we saw it at? Cat system. Echo, I mean. Oh, was it clam AV? Alright. How did you find that answer, Peter? Like, what would be the proper way to find that? You do like -T or something? Let's just see if this script does anything for us. This little bash one-liner. Okay, I guess that's not very helpful, is it? What did I tell him to do it? From most recent modify. Maybe if I go to the top of this list. Man, I don't know how you'd find that answer. Time stomping. Oh, you mean that's the next answer? Oh, for the technique? Gotcha. I am curious though, how do you find the modified binaries? Like, how did you know it was user bin bash and the clam AV? That's what I'm curious about. Is it both user bin? Oh, maybe if we go to user bin and then do it. Here, let me try that. There's clam AV there. But if they did time stomping to hide their activity, you would have been able to tell in the time it was modified, right? Like that's the whole idea behind time stomping. I'm definitely gonna have to read a write-up on this room when it's done. Because there must be a different way to do that, like... now I don't want to move on to the next question, because I want to know how you would... If I didn't have Peter in chat to help me, how would we have ever found that? Obviously there's a way. What are the original and the backdoored binaries? Original and backdoored? What do you mean? Is one of them original and one of them is backdoor? Or the... Kind of a bad worded question too. What's question 6? I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. SUID binaries that were modified. So we know it's a binary, but how do you know which ones are modified? Oh, Peter said, I found a page that gave me a clue with find to use a real time, not the change one. So I know we could do deb sums, like we could get the hash of it, but how would you know to do it on Clam AV? Like there has to be a way to look at all the binaries, and I think that's what Peter's talking about. Let's do this. Modified binaries, real time, not modified time. Sweet Googling skills. Who's a face said, hey Tyler, just joined. I love your content. It's very helpful, especially your notes taking. Lots of love from Pakistan. Amazing, dude. Well, thank you for taking the time to join me. I really appreciate it. Peter said, one way, oh, it's a quote. One great way to detect the persistence is use the find command with the CTime flag set to attack the timeline. CTime cannot be changed by ordinary means, unlike MTime, which is often masked. Ah, I actually remember doing a Try Hack Me room that explains that. See if we can find that. Oh, I can't copy. I don't. Here, let me set this real quick. Input, keyboard. Oh, is it not keyboard? Is it device? Shared clipboard, bidirectional. I hope I don't have to restart my VM for that to go into effect. Scene. All right. Maybe it's this article right here. Oh, you found it? Here, let me try that Doc G money. I can't type on here. Come on. This lack of copy and pasting is going to drive me crazy. Stat C. So N. Y for year, I take it. Grep over to sort. Something like that. And then we pass it to C. Come on, freaking scroll. So I see the dates here. How do we sort it by date though? Or maybe it is sorting by date. I think, yes, we got 2021, 5, 3. So we want to see the most recent ones, right? So we want to be at the bottom of the page. That's VMware. Jeez, I have no idea, guys, how I'd find this. Is this what you did, Peter, roughly? So it was modified on 1.6. And how about bash? So they were both modified on January 6th. Did it tell us the date? I mean, it would have been helpful if it told us the date of the compromise, which in a real incident response, one would have said that. So I guess that's the only way. If you knew the date it was compromised, you could go back to the right date, right? And do it that way. But wow. I added time to the machine, Doc G Money. A little bit ago. We should be good. If I can pull this down. Pull, pull, pull. That's crazy. This whole machine's crazy. I want to see someone like John Hammond go through it live. Like, he'd probably just wizard his way through it, but not me. What technique was used? That was time stomping. And like, without knowing the technique that was used, guys, how hard would that be to find that? Jeez. I mean, I guess future I'd remember maybe, but Doc G Money said blue team seems so much harder than breaking in. I agree, dude. That's why I'm not blue team. Blue team does get paid more, though, from my experience. Oh, there's a hint for that one. Let's see what the hint was. Popular. Oh, that's right. No, screw your freaking MITRE framework. All right. We're on the final task. Ladies and gentlemen, after I quit the machine once, like, close the stream out, we got the answer, and now we're back to the final task. Will we complete it? I have no freaking idea. That's a lot of persistence. Yeah, and you know what? You know what? I have just as much persistence. The fact that I'm still doing this machine 2 hours later with no break shows my persistence. But why would the hackers reveal all their techniques? Maybe to use the server as an entry point to our cardholder data environment, which I found that. Please check for any traces or lateral movement or data exfiltration. Perhaps dumps are still there. Alright, what file was dropped which gathered victim information? I do remember seeing something like that. Router 2 maybe? Oh, no? What file was dropped? We have router 2, root keys, upload file, dump.json, root, maybe? Hey, according to the dropped dump, there we go. What is the server's kernel version? So according to the drop dump. Well, let's check that out. All right, let's check this. Copy, echo, pipe to base 64, decode. And so we have our IP there, it looks like. And let's check out this other thing. Right here, copy, echo. If anyone's, oh! I don't know what just happened there. Let's try that again. Pipe it. This is just a quick way to base 64 to code stuff in your terminal. For anyone that this might be new to, we're just echoing in the base 64 encoded text. We know it's base 64 encoded basically just because of how it looks. And you just pipe it over to base 64-D for decode. And there we have the kernel version. I just don't know the format it wants. All right, so starting with that. So this, I think, is what it's looking for. Whoops. All right, let's drop that in. There we go. What was the hint on that one, I wonder? Data is definitely somehow encoded. Yeah, I saw. Which active internal IPs were found by the Router 2 network scan? Okay. Upload file, dump.json. What is it in the dump.json thing? Here, let's jump back to our command. So we have our first thing was decoded as what? Am I blind? I don't see it. Okay, what was this last string right here? Maybe it's in this dump information. Oh, those are the IPs right there. We got 21, port 22, 21, port 80, and 22, 22. So we are looking for, is that what we're going for? So 021 and 022. Oh, I'm not typing. How did the hacker find and expose HTTP index on another internal IP? Guys, I don't like this question. I don't like looking at the answer. It looks like another hangman game. How did the hacker find and expose HTTP index on another internal IP? Well, I mean, there's a bunch of different ways the hacker could have found that. You have these two internal IPs, so they're port scanning stuff. But I don't know what question, I don't know what answer it's looking for. With their C2, that's how they found it. Anyone have any idea on that? Let's see, what command was used to extract the CDE database from the internal IP? I think that was, I think we actually have that in our notes too. Right here, I think. Just want to see how it's looking for it. Is it wget? Is that what it's trying to do? Did I miss something else there too for the exposed thing? Oh, is it right here? Is this what you mean? This is how they found it. Whoops, I don't want to delete it. Let's try that. Oh my goodness, we're almost done. What is the most secret and precious string stored in the Xtrade database? Guys, I think we're gonna actually complete this room. I'm legit amazed right now. On what database? The Xtrade one? Where did they put the Xtrade one at? So let me jump back to my notes. The CDE backup.csv. I thought oh, they just moved it to review. Okay. Oh, there's not a flag there? What is the most secret and precious string stored in the Xtrade database? Watch me be stuck on this one. I thought there'd be a string in that. It looks like they just took the database and just changed the name to review, but based on the syntax, there should be a flag in here that should start with like THM. Oh. Oh. There it is. It's right here. Pwn very secure, but they removed the THM or something. Maybe so people couldn't just grep their way through it. Pwn very secure. Oh my goodness, guys. We did it. after threatening to quit multiple times, we did it. This was all of us. This was the Hack Smarter SOC. We had almost 60 people in the Hack Smarter SOC. Wow, as you guys know, I honestly didn't think we were going to complete that. Amazing. I don't know if the creator of the room will ever watch this. I actually really enjoyed the room. Besides that one question, I do still agree with my perspective that question was worded badly, because there's not too much of a hint. The SUID binary question, I think it would be if we added a hint to that question. So let me go back to it. Where was it at? Was it task 4? The SUID binary one, some type of hint, even if I'm trying to think of how you could word a hint, but having a hint on this question that points that to it, because the other times we were asking about persistence, it specifically said a MITRE persistence method. So I'd assume most people would think like what I thought and think, okay, we're looking for a MITRE persistence method here. And that's really what threw me off the most. I mean, that's where I almost quit the machine, not because the machine was bad, but just that specific question, in my opinion, needs to be reworded. Other than that, though, although I'm not a blue teamer and I'm very much a noob at this, I really enjoyed it. I learned a lot through the process. A big thank you to all of you in chat for going through this journey with me. And I can't believe we finished it. We played Hangman through the process. We tested the new stream. We quit once and came back. Amazing. Well, once again, thank you to everyone who was watching this after the fact on YouTube. You were living in the future. I said if you saw this video, it means I completed the room, and you were probably a little confused when you're about 3/4 in and I quit the room only to come back. But we did successfully complete the room. So thank you, everybody, for hanging out. For those of you watching after the fact, I will see you in the next one. All right, now I'm just on with you guys. Let me look over at chat. Great job, Tyler. Thank you, Steven, and thank you so much, my friend, for hanging out with us and helping us noobs along with that machine. Super helpful. DJ says, see, Ty, you got to just think like an APT and be persistent until you finish your room. Exactly. I mean, at this point, I was about to try hack me just so I could get the right answers. Cyber Dante Bort voice. Very nice. Thank you. I would have never finished that Fasky live. Hey, Fasky, just to be real, I probably wouldn't have finished it either if I wasn't on stream. I definitely would have quit if I wasn't on stream. And that's something that's helpful about streaming. You're kind of forced to be persistent and keep pushing because people are doing it with you. So streaming live, especially when I go through new machines, helps me not give up so quickly. And just you guys working through it with me, I feel like I'm not alone. We have a team. Teamwork makes the dream work. But thank you, everyone, for hanging out. Also, I think this was a successful test of my new setup with Ubuntu on my main OS and using Restream. It was cool being able to see all the chat in one place as you guys were chatting. That's awesome. And yeah, happy to answer some questions as we go. Before I sign off, we'll find someone to raid as well. We got almost 30 people on Twitch, so we'll raid someone on Twitch. How to prepare for OSCP with Hack the Box and Try Hack Me. So if you have Hack the Box Academy, that would be the best place to start, I think. Hack the Box Academy covers everything the Pen 200 does, but better. And then on Try Hack Me, let me just go ahead and terminate this machine real quick. Terminate machine. Close some of this out. So over on Try Hack Me, if I share my screen, if you go to Learn, right here, and switch over to networks, all these AD networks are super helpful. Now, they're overkill for what you need to know on the OSCP, but they're really helpful. Matter of fact, in my last internal guys, I just followed these Try Hack Me networks, and I had domain admin in 1 day. So in a real enterprise AD environment. So what these networks teach from my friend Amoeba Man is legit, and that's how I compromised a real AD network, was literally following these steps. But go through each one of these AD networks, breaching, enumerating, lateral movement, pivoting, exploiting, blah, blah. I'm pretty sure I have YouTube videos in every single one of these when I was going through them. So do that for the AD portion, and then go through some of the main modules on Academy. There's like Windows Prevest, Linux Prevest. Basically, just look at the Pen 200 and go through the Pen 200 if you can. I've heard it's better, honestly. Like, I've heard the Pen 200 does actually prepare you better for the exam than it did for me back when I was taking the OSCP. But areas that you're weak on, look them up on Hack the Box Academy and take notes as you go. 4 days to OSCP, Doc G Money. Amazing, dude. Good luck. As much as I hate OffSec, I try to be clear. I actually did enjoy the exam. I thought the exam was a lot of fun when I did it. And I mean, I made a video on YouTube right before I took the exam, and I just said, no, I think it was a LinkedIn post. I said, like, yo, my exam's tomorrow. My goal isn't even to pass. My goal is just to have fun, because the biggest challenge of the OSCP isn't even a technical challenge. It's a mind challenge. And if you can win the mind battle, you're well on your way to clearing the exam. So for me, I was planning on taking at least 2 attempts at the exam. I'm really happy I passed on my first attempt, but wasn't expecting it all. I just wanted to have fun and enjoy the experience. And I think that attitude of having fun and enjoying the experience is what allowed me to pass it on my first attempt. Maybe it sounds stupid, but I really thought I would try to get into cybersecurity. But when I see all this stuff on Hack the Box and THM, I feel way too stupid to consider this a job. No, do not feel stupid. Yo, cybersecurity is a massive field. And like you saw me, I totally struggle bust my way through that room. And if it wasn't for chat, I wouldn't have been able to do it. But cybersecurity is massive. Even if you don't want to be technical, you can do things like GRC and still make a career out of it, or management or leadership. Like, it's a massive domain. You just have to find what you're passionate about and dig into it. So for me, it's pen testing. But even on pen testing, guys, I'm always encountering stuff where I'm like, man, I'm such a freaky noob. I don't know what I'm doing. But here's the difference. I don't stop because of that. I keep pushing through and keep learning. So you will always feel like it's not a good field for you. You'll always feel overwhelmed in and over your head. It's just learning how to be comfortable in those moments. Yolan said, I'm skipping this Defcon to fine-tune a few more areas. I will be there for sure next year, and we'll meet you then. Thanks again for everything. Sweet, dude. I will be there next year as well. I'll look forward to meeting you. Beamster said, at what point do you think you should have a solid methodology? Been enterprise testing for a little over a year and still struggle with it. I get a methodology for actual pen testing or CTS, because those are 2 different things. I think you said enterprise testing, so I'm assuming actual pen testing. It all depends, right? Like the organization I work at, we have really good internal documentation on different assessment types and some cool internal tools that help with things. But a lot of methodology stuff comes down to 2 things. Taking good notes. You don't need to be staring at my screen, I guess. Taking good notes when you go through assessments and you document things that you learn or new things that you try. Having good notes, you can reproduce your steps on the next engagement. So I started out just doing web apps. Now I do like everything. Web apps, APIs. I do mobile apps, Android and iOS, internal and external networks. Some social engineering, cloud stuff, AWS and Azure. But for all of those, I could pull up my Notion. I'm not going to because it's my work Notion notes. But I could give you my full methodology for each one of those service types. And it's just because I take notes as I go through it, add stuff, and try to have very clear notes so I don't have to relearn things when I do the assessment again. Perumal said, hey, Tyler, happy to see your progress. Hey, thank you. Thank you for being here. Is there any list rooms relevant to offset content for OSCP? Yeah. There's that new one that people have been sharing on the OSCP Reddit. This one right here. I'll drop a link to it. Let me pull it up and I'll share my screen. So people have been sharing this around on the OSCP Reddit, and this is what I would recommend. We have Hack the Box, Try Hack Me, Proving Grounds Practice, which is OffSec and virtual hacking labs. And then Proving Grounds Play as well. Let me just grab this link. Oh wait, I forgot my copy and pasting doesn't work. Oh, is it working now? Hey, it worked. There. I think because I shared that with Restream, it should go to all the different platforms. Besides LinkedIn. Because, I don't know, LinkedIn doesn't play nice. But is this Lane Kusanagi? I don't know how to say that. But this is one that's been getting a lot of really positive feedback. Is that sheet being updated regularly? I do think so. We can actually see the updates right here. Look. Pretty regular updates. So, yep, it's being updated. Good place to start. Kusanagi. Kusunagi? Is that how it is? Alright guys, I'm gonna jump off stream, but I want to do a raid on Twitch. Although, since I'm streaming with a restream, I'm not entirely sure how this is all gonna work. So if I accidentally just drop everyone and the raid doesn't work, I apologize ahead of time. But let's see. Oh jeez, knocking my hat off my head. Put my headphones so I can hear. Let's see who happens to be streaming. Who's this person? This is gonna look bad because I'm watching it from my virtual machine, but oh, I think they are a Spanish streamer. That's fine. Let's still show our support. They're the only person I see, unless you guys see someone else. Let's see. Am I going to attend Defcon or Black Hat? I will be at Defcon. Yeah, not Black Hat, but Defcon. Looking forward to seeing anyone there. I'd be streaming right now, but I'm prepping for Defcon. I don't prep for Defcon until the morning I leave for Defcon because YOLO. All I wear is black shirts. I'll throw like 5 black shirts in my suitcase. Black hoodie. Pair of pants. I'm good. I'll see if there's anyone else streaming real quick. Here, let me go to my main computer so it's not buggy. 1 second. I just need to jump over to Twitch. You guys can just look at my face for a second while I see if there's anyone else streaming. There's me, that cool guy. Yep, I guess I'm the only one streaming. But we'll let's raid this other person. I personally don't speak Spanish, but for anyone that does, let's just show them some support and show them some love. Let me get them pulled up on my other monitor. And we will raid them. Trying to figure out what they're doing. They're doing some programming. Alright. Let's raid them, guys. Oh, and Justin Gold, dude. I'm proud of you, dude. Usually you don't hang around this long. Thank you, dude, for hanging out. Really do appreciate you being here. Oh, CMG Griffin? Who's that? Let me see if I can find him real quick. 1 second. CMG Griffin. That didn't pull up. I probably spelled it wrong. 1 second. Okay, I found him. Alright, let's raid this person since y'all recommended him. Get it pulled up and I'll start the raid. For those of you watching on the other platforms, if you want to join the raid, jump over to Twitch and you can join in. And then I'll figure out how to end my restream. I don't even know how to end my restream, guys. You might just be looking at my face for a while when I try to figure this out. All right, let's jump into this raid. I'll see you guys over there. Peace.